Lesson 3.5, Decimal Addition. Essential question, how can you use base 10 blocks to model decimal addition? Let's connect. You can use base 10 blocks to help you find decimal sums. So we're going to use the flat as the representing the number 1. The tenth is going to be represented by the long, and then the cube is going to represent 1/100th. So the materials, we're going to need some base 10 blocks. I have some on the floor, so when we get to that point, you're welcome to come and join me. Use base 10 blocks to model the sum of 34 hundredths and 27 hundredths. So we're going to add the hundredths by first combining them. Do you need to regroup the hundredths? Let's explain. So I'm looking, I have yes, because 7 hundredths plus 4 hundredths equals 11 hundredths, which is going to be greater than 9 hundredths. So we will need to regroup. The next one asks you, add the tenths by combining them. Do you need to regroup the tenths? Let's explain. No, because 3 tenths plus 2 tenths with the one regrouped tenth from here equals 6 tenths, which is not greater than 9 tenths. If I were to write it, I would write 0.034 plus 0.27. Make sure that you're lining up the decimals when you're adding. So I have 4 plus 7, which is 11, just like we had over here, the 11 hundredths. Carry my 1, and then I have 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. I'm going to put my decimal. So the answer is going to be 61 hundredths. Draw conclusions. What if you combine the tenths first and then the hundredths? Explain how you would regroup. Well, I would still regroup the hundredths the same way by exchanging the 10 hundredths for 1/10 and then adding the regrouped tenth to the combined tenths. So the hot problem, synthesize. If you add two decimals that are each greater than 5/10, will the sum be less than or greater than 1? So let's explain. The sum will be greater than 1 since 5/10 and 5/10 equals 1. Adding together two decimals that are greater than 5/10 will give you a sum that's going to be greater than 1. Make connections. You can use a quick picture to add decimals greater than 1. Step 1. Model the sum of 2 and 5/10 and 2 and 8/10 with a quick picture. Step 2. Add the tenths. Are there more than 9/10? So let's look and see. So I have 1, 2, and then I had 5/10, and on this one I had 1, 2, and I had 8/10. Well, if you look to see, I can circle both of these 5s, making one more whole, right? And then I have 3/10 left over. So are there more than 9/10? The answer is yes. Okay, so now I'm going to add the ones. Step 3 says, draw a quick picture of your answer and then record. So in my answer, I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wholes because we took all these ones and made them one whole, and then 3 of the tenths. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's what I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then remember this became the 5th one. And then I have 3 tenths. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wholes and 3/10. So the answer is 5.3 or 5 3/10. Sorry, that doesn't look very good. Let me type that out for you. Okay, so the answer is 5.3. Okay, share and show. Complete the quick picture to find the sum. So I have 1 and 37 thousandths, or hundredths, excuse me. So there's the 1, and there's the 30, and then there's the 7. So I have my 1 whole, my 3/10, and my 7 hundredths, okay? And then on the next one, I have my 1 whole, I have my 8/10, and then my 5, I have my 5 hundredths, okay? So we're going to complete this picture, and we're going to have to do it. So let's see here. Do we have enough tenths to regroup? Well, let's see. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do. So we can regroup, and we can trade this for one whole, okay? Do we have enough hundredths to regroup into tenths? Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we do. We can regroup this into 1/10. So now what I have left over is I have 1, 2, 3 wholes plus 2/10, and I have 2 hundredths. So my answer is going to be 3 wholes, 1, 2, 3, put my decimal, and then I'm going to have 2/10, and I'm going to have 2 hundredths. So the answer is going to be 3 and 22 hundredths. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more with you. So I have 9/10 plus 7/10. So if I'm drawing this out, I have 9/10, which is like 9 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 7/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I regroup? And the answer is yes. I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus one more over here. I can trade that out for one flat because there's 10 of them. So then my answer is going to be 1 flat plus, how many do I have left here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is 1 and 6/10. So let's do the next one. On the next one I have 65 hundredths plus 73 hundredths. So let's draw them out. So 65, I'm going to have 6 tens, right? Tenths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to have 5 hundredths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then on 73 hundredths, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tenths, and 1, 2, 3 hundredths. So let's regroup. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can trade these 10 in for a flat. Oops, sorry. Okay, or one whole. And then I'm left with 1, 2, 3 tenths. Oh wait, let's see if we can regroup these first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't. So I'm going to have 3 tenths left. And then I'm going to have, what I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my answer is going to be 1 and 38 hundredths. Okay, please finish the rest on your own. I'll be on the carpet if you need me. Or you can work in a group with a buddy. Good luck, guys.